Thomas the Inchworm Rodman. Sir, appreciate you being here. How's it going tonight?
Not bad, not bad. Yourselves?
I can't complain at all. Even if I did, nobody'd listen to me anyway. So, Thomas, what made you decide to get in this crazy business called wrestling anyway?
You got that right. It is a crazy business. I'm surprised I'm still involved in it. As a kid, I come from a military background, and one of my aunts, who passed away a couple of years ago, every time she came home for vacation, we were forced to watch the old school NWA, and as well as WWF back in that era. And every Friday and Saturday, we would sit in front of the TV set, continuously every weekend. I just got hooked on it. I said to myself as a kid, when I grow up, I want to be just like them. And once I turned 24, I got in the business.
Who'd you idolize early, Thomas? And who were the guys that really got you mesmerized on wrestling?
Believe it or not, Iceman King Parsons, Butch Reed, I could say they were the top two back in that era.
You and I actually met over the summer, very briefly, at the Days of the Dead in Indianapolis, Indiana, the Days of the Dead convention. I believe you were there with Mr. Blade Braxton, am I correct?
Actually, I was supposed to be there, but I had another show to go to. I remember that. It was around July, right?
Uh-huh, yep.
And how did you get your training? I mean, did you go to a particular school, or did you get trained by a specific individual?
I got trained by Glenn Osborne and Shelby Dudley over at Liberty All-Star Wrestling in Upper Darby, PA. And of course, when an individual is being trained, they're not just trained by one person. You meet multiple amount of talent, that will swing by and help out.
When you're being trained, do they just really go over just training you how to handle things in the ring, or did you get to learn mic skills and how to portray yourself and things like that as well, or is it just really just in ring work for the most part?
Back then, it was more the basics. Yeah, more the basics. The interviewing part, I learned that on the fly.
Okay.
Not every school is set up. Well, back then it wasn't. To teach you mic skills, promos. Let's say if you want to learn the Mexican style, they didn't have that. You would have to go learn that elsewhere.
Right.
And be honest with you, today I'm still learning.
You had said that earlier that you're still training every day, and I'm Facebook friends with you. So I know that you check in at the Monster Factory quite a bit. Tell us what you do there, and the legacy that place has is already tremendous. Such great workers coming out of there. Just tell us what you do at the Monster Factory and how you got hooked up with those guys.
Got hooked up with Danny Cage. Almost been a year. Well, a couple more months it will be a year. And basically, I've been looking around for a school to call home, where I can get to, because I'm always invited to a bunch of schools in the area. I get called all the time. But when I go there, I may not like what I see. I may not feel comfortable getting in the ring with their students, and I won't come back.
Right.
So I went over to the Monster Factory. I like the facility they got. I like the ring, the whole setup. And I said, okay, I can call this home. And back at that time, I knew that I have maybe 2 to 3 years left in the business. I said, okay, I might as well start giving back to the business. I said, why not come and help out the students, any possible way I can behind the scenes. So that's what I do.
Very nice. Very nice.
Anytime you hear the music playing, whether if it's fucked up or not, that's me.
Well, Thomas, do you know my good friend Grey Wolf who works over there as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good guy.
Yep. He is.
Go ahead, Zane.
He is.
So what's more important to you right now? The Blue World Order or the Rose Garden?
To be honest with you, neither one. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of eyes about it, but nothing against the bWo, but I'm told almost every day, you know what, that was the biggest mistake you probably made in your career. Rose Garden isn't as bad, but I'm being asked, and I'm surrounded by a lot of good mentors, and they're like, you need to go solo, you need to be yourself, isolate yourself from a lot of groups, you have isolated yourself a lot from the public, not only in the wrestling business, but outside the wrestling business. And a lot goes back to, me living like a hermit, I don't like to be bothered by people when I'm out and about, If I were to walk on the streets of Philadelphia looking the way I look, of course they don't know who I am, and I don't like that. I like to go and just blend myself in with the public and not be bothered. But back to the question, all these years I feel as though that I've been associated with a particular group, that being the bWo, the Rose Garden, or Bad Karma, the tag team that I manage. And they really want me to be alone this time, be me, and not be a yes man to all these promoters, which I'm not. They always want me to do stupid shit, but, from here on out, the answer's going to be no.
Well, does that include what you did for Extreme Rising around Christmas time?
It's funny you will bring that up. It's funny you will bring that up. I guess you could say that, yeah.
Let me ask you this, Thomas. Do you feel that with the Blue World Order, and number one, I want to ask you how the Thomas the Inchworm Rodman came into being in the first place. But then, do you feel that you've been pigeonholed as a comedic wrestler for so long that they don't take you seriously?
And that's the reason why they want me to break away from groups and be me, be myself. What happened was that, and a lot of people don't understand that, I was who I am before the bWo. I was up and down the road doing indies with Tom Brandy, Steve Corino, Glenn Osborne, Rock and Rebel, being myself before I went to ECW. Basically, what happened there was Dennis went to the NWO and WCW, and I got called to be a part of the bWo and ECW. And again, it's probably one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made because they portrayed me in, as this joke. And it's followed me for years. For years.
Do you feel like it, you say it's a joke, but do you feel like it at least got you in the mainstream to where you could get noticed, or do you feel it's just completely gone so far the other way that it's made it difficult for you to get out of that stereotype?
I would have to say both. Because even though Stevie and me and Nova, they went on to WWE and did the same gimmick, were they taken seriously? No. Are they taken seriously now? No. But they can at least say that, hey, they are enjoying what they do, and they made it to the dance. Look how long it took Stevie Richards to be a World Heavyweight Champion. And everybody would probably say, okay, he's not a World Heavyweight Champion because he's not defending it every day.
Well, neither is Randy Orton, but he's a World Champion too.
Well, unlike many, I don't read dirt sheets to keep up on other wrestlers, what they do every day, I can just remember Ric Flair defending his every day. So I guess he was your only World Heavyweight Champion.
Right. So, Thomas, tell me what I know, and I apologize sincerely for our connection issues tonight. We're going to lose you pretty soon. You've got other commitments this evening. But tell us what you've got going on today, and I hope we can get you back another time and we can talk some more.
Basically, I got a lot of projects working on. I work behind the scenes with the major promotion, which I can't say over the air. But if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, the people that I associate with, if you put two and two together, you can pretty much tell what I do. On the other hand, I co-own two promotions, and I'm working on a third of my own. If you see the flyers posted on my page, one is for KCW, and the other is OCW out in Kansas. Those are two projects I'm working on. And I'm also like a go-to guy. When people are looking for workers, they contact me, or I'll help workers find work elsewhere when I should be doing it for myself. But that would be selfish. You can't be selfish in this business.
Right.
But I'm just a giving person. Maybe I shouldn't be, but that's just how I am.
So where can people find you at, Thomas?
They can find me on Facebook under Thomas Rodman, or on Twitter at Thomas_Rodman. I got a website coming out very soon on GoDaddy, which I have been working on as well. And that pretty much is going to give my past, present, and future on that as soon as I can get it rolling. I've just been so busy, and I get yelled at every week. I've been putting it off, for many weeks now. That's just how busy I am.
Well, I know you're busy this evening as well. I know you've got to get moving. I want to thank you. I hope we can get you back another time when we can talk and
Sure.
not have. We'll
Excellent.
get you back, Thomas. We'll get
We
you
would love
back.
that.
I appreciate it.
Sure. Anything else?
Well, you didn't even mention all your cool gear that you have a hand in putting in, hand in making. So I guess we can talk about that next time.
Yeah, actually, I can tell you that now. And I have vests,
Okay.
protective vests available because I was injured in a match, and now I got to wear protective vests. And what happened is that each vest that I have has a different design on it, and it explains something of sentimental value that I sell. I try not to wear the same vest all the time. It's kind of like wearing the same clothing all the time. And I have fans that will call in, they want to buy it.
Well, and
Pretty cool.
the artwork on it's just amazing, and
Yes.
you've got your bWo ones, you've got your Inchworm ones, you've got your Star of David. All of them are very cool and very unique.
And wait till you see the one that's coming out next. It's going to blow your mind, and I'm not going to tell you.
Man, you're teasing us tonight.
Always. Can't let you know everything.
Thomas, thank you very much. I'll work on hooking up with you and we'll get you back. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
All right, Thomas Rodman. We had a technical issues tonight. Will keep to my promise and will work feverishly to try to get Mr. Rodman back on because, like I was saying, we have a million things we wanted to talk about. I know, Zane, you had a million things you wanted to discuss with Thomas. A little frustrating that we couldn't get it in tonight, but those things happen. Let's breathe deep, right, Zane?
That's right.
We'll bring him back another time, and we'll tease some more.